Welcome back to another week of detecting. I've got a couple days off this week and plenty of time to go dig. The weather's a little bit cooler. We got some rain and I'm ready to go and just dig up a bunch of stuff. So let's get straight to it to day one. Here is my very first find worth keeping this week. Just got myself my first coin and it is a nickel. It's about 3 inches down. Like, it's not very old. I think it's been moved around a little bit with the gravel, but yeah, I'll take a nickel. Let's keep on. Found mostly trash so far. Pull tab and a few pieces of can, but got my first coin, so let's keep on. I have 2 nickels and a couple zinc pennies and 1 copper penny so far, but I just got myself an 86 signal, and I can already see it right here, sitting just below the grass layer. I think I have my first quarter. Sweet. Don't think it's very old, but I will take a quarter. Let's get back at it, you guys. This was just a 69 or 70 signal, and kind of a strange little find. I got myself a little, what looks to be a ghost earring, so kind of neat. Somebody was probably a little disappointed they lost it at about Halloween time probably, but kind of different. The other thing I was going to show you too is I just popped out a quarter from 2019. Here's a coin that's only 1 year old, and yet it's already starting to get tarnished and look ugly. It was actually sitting in the grass, but it's kind of a neat commemorative quarter. It's the Lowell Mills, which are famous. I remember learning about that in high school, but yeah, I'll take another quarter. Let's keep on. I haven't found one of these in about a week and a half. Just got myself a key. It was about 1 inch down and popped out of the ground looking pretty good. Looks like a house key probably, so kind of cool. Let's keep on. This is probably my 6th or 7th nickel that I found, but it's kind of funny because I had a jumpy, ugly signal and popped that out at first, and then I found a nickel in the same hole. So it just goes to show sometimes investigating those ugly signals leads to something kind of good, but you never know. Sometimes it can be something worth a little bit of money. I've had old coins in the hole with other pieces of garbage, but kind of neat. Let's keep on. This was just an ugly piece of garbage signal, and I looked down and popped this out of the grass. I got myself another e-cigarette, it looks like. Oh my gosh. It's the iced purple bomb, whatever that means. I don't smoke myself, but still kind of interesting. Let's keep on. When I'm metal detecting fields, I like to investigate some of the big iron signals that I get, and this one was just a little different. Looks like I just got a baby spoon with kind of a rubber spoon top, but yeah, it's got a giraffe on it and everything, so kind of a bizarre find. Well, hunt number 1 is done, and I was outside for about 3 hours and did not find a whole lot of stuff. I managed to dig just over $2 and change and a bunch of trash, so let's do a quick wrap up of all the random things that I found. Well, here's the big pile of trash for the day. I even got myself a condom wrapper sitting out in the grass, which is kind of gross, but I also got a bunch of iron signals that I investigated and found a stake and that spoon and some other random things, a big old bolt. I think this is like a dandelion digger thing. I don't know. It's aluminum. It's a big old piece of metal. There's a little e-cigarette. Got a little pile of pull tabs. I was hoping to find a ring. I was kind of digging all the low tones today. I even got a little stack of zinc pennies, 5 quarters, I believe 13 nickels, 2 dimes, 4 copper pennies. There's a little tiny junk ring that I found, like a kid's junk ring, nothing special. Piece off of a necklace, nothing special. It's a lead fishing sinker that came out of the ground, and I think that's a smashed lead bullet. Could be wrong about that one. Oops. But all in all, I didn't find too much today, but that's how metal detecting goes. Sometimes you strike it rich, and sometimes you walk home with a bunch of trash. So let's go on to day number 2. Well, yesterday was a little bit of a bust. I didn't find anything particularly special, but today I'm going to dig up a bunch of mid-tones and hopefully some high tones. And I'm praying to find something pretty cool, like a piece of silver or something like that, but you just never know. Let's go straight on and see what I find. Well, I literally just turned on my metal detector, and my very first signal was a 90, which is usually like a silver coin, a big silver dollar or something like that, but it's a big piece of aluminum. That's all right though. Hopefully we'll find something good today. Let's keep hunting. Here's my very first coin for the day. Looks like I just got a dime. Oh, if it'll focus at all. Looks to be a 1960 something. So I'll take that. Just got my first quarter for the day. It's been in the ground for a little while, but I will take a quarter. That's pretty sweet. Let's keep hunting. Just had a pretty jumpy signal, and I thought I had something at first, but actually it's a fuse. I dig these up occasionally, so probably a fuse out of a vehicle. Still kind of different. Let's get back at it. Just popped out a 1965 quarter at about 6 inches. Wish it was just 1 year older and it would have been silver, but that's the way it is. All right, let's get back at it. Thought I was just digging up my 40 or 50th zinc penny, but actually I got a little key, little tiny key right here. That's kind of neat. Not sure what that would be for, probably a cabinet or something like that, but I will certainly take it. I have just been digging up so many pieces of can and trash, it's unbelievable. But I just decided to investigate another kind of trashy signal, and it was actually 2 dimes, a nickel, and a zinc penny in the same hole. So that's pretty good. It's better than finding a big old chunk of junk. All right, let's keep hunting. It looks as though I just popped out a token. There's a 79 signal, which is usually a token. And it is a Showbiz Pizza Place token. I've been finding a lot of these this year. It's kind of neat. But come for the pizza, stay for the fun, I believe it says. Kind of cool. I'll take a token over a zinc penny any day. Let's get back at it. I didn't record the first toy car that I found today. I actually got it out of kind of a sandy pit. But here's another one. Just got my second toy car. Looks like it's missing a wheel. How old is that one? 1991 maybe? Something like that. Sometime in the 90s. Pretty cool though. I like finding these toys. This was just a big old signal. It was ringing up as a 77th. I thought I was digging up a key or a zinc penny, but it's a big old fishing weight out in the middle of nowhere. Kind of cool. Somebody must have been out here casting or practicing their casting. So let's keep hunting. This find just kind of had me going. I thought I had a piece of gold, but actually it's I think it's a piece off of a watch or something like that. It's obviously plated, but dang. You're not all winners. Let's keep hunting. I just had myself an oddball 85 signal. It's kind of between a dime and a quarter, and I know why now. I just popped my plug and I've got 2 dimes sitting on top of each other, it looks like. Boy, they're stuck in there. That's kind of cool. I'll take 20 cents. This is really kind of neat. I just popped a coin spill out of one hole. They're all sitting together. And it's obviously from the 1960s, because I have a 1965 clad dime. I've got a 1966 copper cent, a 63 copper cent, a 1964 Jefferson nickel, and we got a 1944 wheat penny, a 1958 wheat penny. Yep, 58. Oops, let me zoom a little bit better. 58. There's the 44. And then I've got a 1941 wheat penny. So really kind of cool. This is kind of a good representation of what somebody in the mid-1960s would have in their pocket. So let's keep hunting. Well, like the last 50 cans that I've dug up today, I figured this was going to be another one, but it's not. It's actually the gas can lid off of a vehicle. And it actually looks a lot like the one off the Model A my brother and I recently bought. So it's kind of neat. I don't know that it's got a terrible amount of age to it, but it was almost a foot down, so it's been there a while. Kind of neat. Let's keep going. Well, I'm certainly tired. It's been over 7.5 hours of detecting today, and I could not find a piece of gold or silver or anything really that interesting today, but that's how it goes. So let's do a wrap up and see everything that I did find. I had myself a long day of digging up trash. I must have dug up probably 50 of these pieces of cans. They're all in this big box. Most of this whole box is from just today. Digging up can after can after can and pull tab and just any kind of garbage you could ever imagine. But I did find a couple things today that were okay, I guess. Got myself a little stack of copper pennies. I guess there's about 20 there, something like that. 3 nickels, a little stack of quarters, and a little over $2 in dimes. I also got a stack of zinc pennies over here. I did manage to dig up a spoon too. I got a big irony signal that I decided to investigate and got myself a spoon. There's the end off of a cap gun. Didn't show that. There's that lead weight, whatever this kind of buckle-y thing is. Don't know what that is. If you guys have any idea, please let me know. Not sure about that one. There's a lipstick case, that gas cap, those 2 little cars. I found this too. This was all crunched up, but it's a Pepsodent toothpaste. Never heard of that brand until today. That's kind of neat, I guess. Here are my 3 wheat pennies for the day. I'm happy about that at the very least. Got a, what is that, a 58, 44, and a 41. So 3 Wheaties. There's our little Showbiz Pizza token. A key, some little odds and ends, and that's about it. I could not find any silver or gold today, but tomorrow's a new day. Let's get right to it and hopefully find something good. It's day number 3, so I'm about to go out and hunt around for a couple hours and hopefully find something. I'm gonna go detect a place that I've hit before, and I think I'm gonna dig a lot of mid-tones, maybe some low tones, and just see what pops up. It's day number 3, so I need to find a piece of silver or gold to make my week complete, but you never know. Let's take a look and see what I find. I've only been out here digging for about 5 minutes now, and I've got a couple pieces of trash and stuff I've picked off the ground. But I just got my first few coins. They're all sitting together. Looks like I got a 1974 quarter, 68 penny, 76 penny, copper penny, and a 1982 nickel. So there's 32 cents. Not a bad way to start the day. Let's keep hunting and find something neat. This is just a little different from all the other stuff I usually dig up. I got myself what looks to be an old letter F. It's missing the top part there, but it's a little different. Not sure what that would be for. It's obviously plated, and I think it's just kind of a junky pot metal like zinc, but certainly different. This was just a 76 signal, so I thought I was digging up a zinc penny, but I just popped my little plug and I got something sitting here. Looks to be a key. What kind of key is that? Made in USA. Star. That's kind of neat. I'll take a key. Looks like it's a blank too, I just noticed. So somebody hasn't taken it to get it made into their home key yet. So kind of cool. Let's keep going. Here's kind of an odd thing to dig up. I just dug up a whole arrow. I got kind of the end of the arrow as a signal, and it is aluminum, so that's kind of different. I would recommend that if you guys are out in places where you dig these up, be careful. Some of these do have some pretty nasty barbs. This one thankfully just has kind of a dull tip, so it's nothing that's gonna harm you, but man, some of those arrows have really sharp blades at the end. So all right, let's get back at it. This also was a little zinc penny signal, and I just popped this out of the ground. It's like a little gear of some sort. Oops. I don't know what that would go to. Maybe a toy or something like that. Certainly kind of different. Huh, I don't know. Just got myself a little piece of lead. Looks like I got a little bullet here. It's a little bit older one, probably more than 40 or 50 years old, but I'll take that home and recycle it, along with all the other lead that I have. I've popped about 4 or 5 bullets out of the ground so far today, and I actually think I just got another one. It might be a round ball, actually. It's another little piece of lead. Unfortunately, a lot of the outer layer popped off when I got it out of the ground, but that may be a round ball. So that's kind of cool. It's got a little bit of age to it. Here's a good reason why you always kind of look over the stuff that you find. I popped this out of the ground just a moment ago, and I thought I dug up a little aluminum washer, but actually it's something I've never found before. It's another tax token, so it's a 1 mil, so it's 1/10 of a cent. You can see there at the bottom it says sales tax token. It's kind of hard to read, but I believe this is a Kansas sales tax token. I could be wrong about that. I'll have to look it up when I get home. I think it says Kansas there up at the top, but never found one before. So this is 1/10 of a cent, like I mentioned, which is called a mil. But yeah, kind of neat. I thought I just dug up another aluminum washer or piece of trash, but that may actually be something kind of interesting. So we'll clean it up a little bit better at home. It was ringing up as a 77, but here's my first piece of jewelry for the day. I am anxious to find a piece of silver today, but I don't know if it's going to happen. But I'll still take a ring like this. It's all right. It's plated, and it's nothing terribly nice, but still a ring. This is a bit unusual. I just got myself a signal at about 6 inches down, and I popped that out. I think that may be a valve stem cover for like an old vehicle. It's what you'd screw on to the tire to make it so air wouldn't escape. I could be wrong about that, but I've dug up valve stem covers before that look like that. So I don't know. If you guys know for sure, just let me know. I think it's time to do a wrap up. I didn't find any silver or gold today. It's kind of a letdown. I dug a lot of signals and quite a bit of change, but could not find a piece of silver or gold to save my life. So let's look at all the finds for today. Yes, that is all the trash from today. All the cans and pull tabs and junk that I happened to find throughout my 7 hours of detecting again today. I did get some ammunition and some shell casings. I even found one live piece of ammunition. I think it's a 9mm. It's been out there for a little while. What else do we have? There's that little round ball I found. There's that little ring, what I think is like a valve stem cover, a little gear thing, a piece of lead I didn't get on camera, that letter F that's broken, a key, a bunch of change. I got a lot of change, mostly pennies. Got a lot of copper pennies though. But I think my favorite find is this. I did manage to get that kind of neat sales tax token. I actually bent it a little bit to see it a little bit better. Thankfully I didn't break it. But it's a Kansas sales tax token. So that's pretty neat. These are from the 1930s. In fact, I think I read that this Kansas discontinued their sales tax token in 1939. So pretty neat. I also learned, I had no idea, I read into it a little bit while I had my phone out. Apparently, sales tax started in the Depression. That's another reason that these were started, is because people were, paying their sales tax and they wanted to actually get fractional cents back. So there was just so little money during the Great Depression. So all in all, it was fun. I didn't find any silver, like I said, but I had a good day. Let's do a wrap up for the week and we'll be done. Well, this certainly wasn't my most profitable week, and I didn't find any silver or gold, but I did get outside and had a little bit of fun, found a lot of change and a lot of trash. So let's do a wrap up for the week. Before we get too endeavored on the board, let's look at all the trash. I completely filled a huge box with just all sorts of random pieces of garbage, mostly cans and bottle caps and pull tabs and things like that. But yeah. I filled an entire box with trash this week, so at least it's not sitting out in the field anymore. But all in all, we found a little bit of stuff that's kind of interesting. Found a lot of change. You can see I got a whole thing of quarters here, dimes, nickels, copper pennies, and zinc pennies. Look at how bad some of these zinc pennies are. There's a hole through that one, so it's essentially garbage. But here's the total for the week. We got ourselves 33 quarters, 48 dimes, 20 nickels, 67 copper cents, 112 zinc cents, which I don't include in the total. We found $14.72, and for 17 hours of work, I was making about 87 cents an hour, so not very good. I got a little obsessed this week. I couldn't find any silver or gold, so I just kept on digging, but that's all right. I try and be honest with you guys. There's just weeks where I don't find anything terribly good, and that's just the way it is. That's how this hobby often goes, and I'm happy with that. Let's see what else I found. This is kind of neat. I got myself a valve stem cover for an old vehicle. Haven't found one of these in a while, so that's pretty neat. Got a few pieces of lead. There's that big old fishing weight. That's kind of neat. A few bullets. There's a random piece of lead. I don't know what that's off of. Kind of neat. There's that round ball. I believe it is. So it's got a little bit of age to it. Kind of cool. What else do we have down here? We got this weird kind of buckly thing. Still don't know what that is. Maybe it's for a flag or something like that. I'm not sure. Now we got ourselves a lipstick container. It's an odd thing to find out there, but it's got some aluminum in it, so I'll take that. Got ourselves an e-cigarette, kind of a vaping pen. It's another kind of strange thing to find. I find these all the time now. Here's the end off of an old cap gun. Some kid lost that. Kind of neat. We got ourselves a whole bunch of ammunition, a bunch of shell casings. We got this one live shell. It's funny finding that out there. What else do we have out here? Here's our Pepsodent toothpaste tube. Kind of cool. We've got 2 toy cars. This one's from 1990. It's got a little bit of age to it. Mattel, Hot Wheels. Kind of neat. This one isn't quite that old. 2002. Also Hot Wheels. What else do we have out here? Got this little ring I showed you guys. It's kind of a junker. You got that letter F. We got a dog tag. Here's the cap off for a vehicle. A gas can. Lid. Kind of different. What else do we have? We got 2 spoons, this brassy thing. We got ourselves 3 keys this week. We got that little coggy thing, a little coppery ring, a little piece of copper, a little aluminum punch out, our Showbiz pizza token. What else? That little junkie ring. Got ourselves 3 Wheaties, so that's kind of cool. But by far, probably my favorite find this week is nothing terribly remarkable, but I'll take it. I got myself my very first Kansas sales tax token, so that's pretty cool. The other side's in pretty bad shape, but thankfully I bent it back and it looks a little bit better. So it's a little aluminum token. I'll show you guys. Here's some of the other tax tokens that I found. So there's our Kansas one. Here's Washington, the state of Washington. There's a Missouri tax token. That's made of zinc. And then we've got a Colorado aluminum tax token. So pretty cool. So if you were like to go in and purchase something for, let's say, like 5 cents, and if sales tax was 10%, you would owe 5.5 cents. You could theoretically pay for it with a nickel and then 5 of these sales tax tokens for whatever state you're in. So pretty cool. But all in all, I had an okay week. I didn't break the bank or anything like that, but I did get outside and found a couple neat things and had a good time. That's really what this hobby is all about. Sorry about that. So I appreciate you guys watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next week. Thank you so much.